Hey YouTube, Mark Hoffman here, and today I want to talk about the RR882. Now this is a, I'm going to say a caramel bone or an amber boned lockback knife from Rough Rider, and this is actually a relatively small knife. It's got more handle to it than it does blade, but you have a really nice finger choil up here, no jimping. I didn't really expect that with a knife like this, but this is really pretty, really nice. You have a tight setup here, no real major gaps. You have a nice flat bone handle here, and you can see the veins in that bone, and then you have that beautiful shield there. But you have these really nice large bolsters, and those bolsters are going to help support the blade whenever you are doing any work with this knife. Now this knife here is a lockback, and it's going to have 440A steel, and I have to say this knife here looks more expensive than it really is. I paid about $13 for it, and I have to say for the money I think it looks really good. I think it'll hold up relatively well. I'm not going to count on it to be a knife I hand down to many generations, but I feel that it's going to be a knife that will look good and be able to do the job just fine. Now this knife is not very big, but it is big. I'm going to use a standard sized knife, which is the standard sized trapper, and that is also a Rough Rider. And then I am also going to use another knife. Let me get one out of a container here. Let me see, what could I use? I will use a regular canoe. Okay, so there's a standard size canoe, and here is a Rough Rider copperhead. So you can see that it is a small knife. It's not a large knife, but it's going to be a knife that you can definitely get some chores done with. Now let me put these away, throw this one back in my pocket, and let me see here, get this one put away and this one put away. And so this knife, I think, is fantastic. The lockback mechanism is very tight, very good. The spring is really well done, and the spring is actually very interesting. To save on problems, there's not a separate little spring inserted in there. There's actually this whole piece. There's a complete piece of metal that springs up from this metal liner, and it actually makes up the spring itself. So there's a cutout, and that spring actually connects here, and that's what gives you the tension. So it's a really good design. I think it's a very compact design, and because it's that smooth bone, it's going to ride in the pocket really nice. It's relatively thin also, and you don't have a handle that flares out. So it's really a great knife. Now sadly, these are no longer made. I haven't been able to find any of these on Smoky Mountain Knife Works' website, and I haven't been able to really find anything like this on the internet. So it's going to be something that you're going to have to hunt for if you really want to have it in your collection. So for me, I actually got lucky and was talking to somebody on the Rough Rider exchange group in Facebook, and he actually offered me that knife and this knife because I was really looking for these knives that have this specific shield on them. So he offered those both up for sale. He gave me a very fair offer on both of these, $26 for both of them. So, and that included free shipping. So for me, that was a very generous and fair offer, and I had to take it. So till the next video, I will talk to you guys later.